This is the 411 with your host, Matt Mike.
Hey, Sport Junkie fans, welcome to this edition of the 411. I'm your host, Matt Micah. Media Days was yesterday for the Super Bowl. Both the Seahawks and the Patriots addressed the media, and let's kind of break that down a little bit. Let's break it down. Who said what? Who was the most intriguing player during the interview process? Obviously, let's talk about Marshawn Lynch. He said, you kind of expected that from Marshawn Lynch, that kind of negative behavior. Not negative, but standoffish behavior, I should say. He's just one of those type of guys that just doesn't like to address the media, and it's getting kind of ridiculous because every single time he says the exact same answer to every single question. Yesterday, his answer and his response to every single question was, I am doing this so I don't get fined by the NFL. I'm doing this not to get fined. I'm only here to not get fined. I'm only here to not get fined. He kept on saying that over and over and over again. And I'm sure as reporters, people are kind of getting sick of it. Obviously, every single player on the team is supporting him. But at the end of the day, what if the Seattle Seahawks were not winning? What if they were losing badly? What if they were not in this position? Would they still have their teammates back? I'm not sure about that. There's a little glitch towards the beginning of the year. They got rid of Percy Harvin since he was kind of a mental case, becoming a distraction in the locker room. And they got rid of him because they were losing. They lost a couple games towards the beginning of the year, and then they wanted to stretch. As soon as they got rid of him, they went 11-2. Now, what if they were losing with Marshawn Lynch? You start to wonder, would they still have his back, or would they call him an outcast? Would they get on him for that? Who knows? Because everything is better when a team is winning. Everything is better. No matter what are the circumstances, no matter what happens in the clubhouse, everything is better when the team is winning. What if they were losing? Would they still support him? I wonder that. Because at the end of the day, the Seattle Seahawks have to sit down with him and get in his ear and say, hey, you got to knock it off. You have to address the media properly. You have to, stop doing these antics towards the NFL. You have to stop sticking it to the NFL because you're just going to get fined, and we're not going to continue paying you if you get fined. Like, why are you holding out for more money if you're essentially giving that money back to the NFL? So that was a no-brainer what was going to happen with him in that interview process. Richard Sherman came up to show. He had a lot to say. He's a vibrant personality. He says what's on his mind all the time. And what I really liked was Russell Wilson's interview process. He was a big kid having fun. His second Super Bowl appearance, back-to-back years. And he's just a big kid, loving life, loving his job, loving everyone around him. That's the type of person he is, and I applaud him for that. He was taking selfies with members of the media with the selfie stick, and he was just having fun. That's as plain as it can be seen. It's awesome to watch players like that who are successful on the field, but also have great personalities off the field, and who you can relate to, who you can be drawn to, because he's just one of those guys that has worked hard his entire life. He was drafted by Major League Baseball, didn't go that route, went back to college, played at the Division I level, and he's just one of those guys that just enjoys playing sports, enjoys life, enjoys playing the game, and he wants to share that with everyone that's around him. So I applaud that for him. That was the most fun interview that I saw, the most intriguing interview that I saw yesterday during the media days for the NFL, for the Super Bowl. I'm Matt Mike on the 411. Catch you next time.